Hello guys, my name is Prince and this is Math Center. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Post your comments and questions on my social media handles and I'll respond to it. We are on the topic fractions and this is the third video on fractions. In the previous video, we learned how to add and subtract fractions. In this video, we are going to learn how to multiply and divide fractions. So let's take some examples and see how this is done. We are being told to evaluate the following and you have been given from question 1 up to question 5. So we take them one after the other and do the simplification or the evaluation. So we pick the first one. We have 14 divided by 15 times 5 divided by 21. Now, whenever you are being told to multiply fractions, the ultimate aim is that you have to multiply the denominator by the denominator and the numerator by the numerator. This is what I mean. The main thing that we are looking forward here is to add multiplying 14 by 15, 14 by 5, and 15 by 21. But usually you will have some common factors in there, so we can cancel out so that our final multiplication will give us our answer in the simplest form. So before we multiply the numerators and the denominators, if we have common factors in it, we have to cancel them out. Remember that common factor on the numerator will cancel a common factor on the denominator. A common factor on the numerator can't cancel a common factor on the numerator. Rather, the numerators will cancel out those on the denominators and the denominators can also cancel out those on the numerators. So you check around and see if there are common factors in there. So for example, in this question, we can see that we have 5 on the numerator here. Then we have 15 on the denominator here. We know that 5 is a factor of 15, so we can do some cancellation here. We have 14 on the numerator here. Then we have 21 on the denominator here. We know that 7 can cancel 14 and at the same time 7 can also cancel 21. So we can do some cancellations here. Okay, so let's begin the cancellation. Now, we know from here that 5 can cancel itself 1. Then 5 will cancel 15 3 times because 15 divided by 5 will be 3. Now, 7 can cancel 14 2 times because 14 divided by 7 is 2. Then 7 can also cancel 21 3 times. Now you can see from here that we've cancelled this to the simplest form, we've cancelled this to the simplest form, we've cancelled this to the simplest form, you've also cancelled this to the simplest form. Once again, 3 can't cancel 3 here because they are both denominators. So if we check, no numerator can cancel any denominator, so we proceed. So we can see that right now we have cancelled the 14 out to get 2. We've cancelled 15 out to get 3. We've cancelled 5 out to get 1. And we've cancelled 21 out to get 3. So everything is in its simplest form now. So we can do the multiplication. Now when you have it in its simplest form now, you multiply the numerator with the numerator. So 2 times 1. You divide that by multiplication of the denominators. So 3 times 3. We know that 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 3 is 9. Let's pick the next example. You can see from here that we have mixed numbers or mixed fractions. So the first thing we have to do is to convert them to improper fractions. So we convert 2 whole number 1 over 3 to improper fraction. So we have 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 1, which is 7. So 7 over 3. When you come here, we have 2 times 1, which is 2, plus 1, which is 3. So we are going to have 3 over 2. Now we check if there are common factors on the numerator and denominator. We can see from here that we have 3 here. 3 can cancel itself 1. 3 can also cancel here 1. Now 2 and 7 can't cancel each other out, so they must be left like that. So we now have 7 divided by 1 times 3 has cancelled itself to 1, so 1 over 2. So we have 7 times 1, which is 7. Then 1 times 2, which is 2. So we see our answer here is 7 over 2. Now because it is an improper fraction, we change our final answer to a mixed fraction. If you change 7 over 2 to mixed fraction, you are going to have 3 whole number 1 over 2. If you watch the first video, you are going to understand how this conversion was done. So this becomes our final answer. Let's pick an example on division. So we have 3 whole number 1 over 4 divided by 2 whole number 1 over 3. So the first thing that we have to do is to first convert the mixed fraction or the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So we convert 3 whole number 1 over 4 and we convert 2 whole number 1 over 3. Converting 3 whole number 1 over 4, we are going to have 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 1, 13 divided by 4. So you are going to have 13 divided by 4. Then we bring our division sign. If you convert this, you are going to have 3 times 2, which is 6. We add that to this one, which is 7. So 7 divided by 3, as we have here. Now, if you have division, this is what you do. You see, this is on the left hand side and this is on the right hand side. So what you do is that you keep what is on the left hand side. So this is on the left, then this is on the right. You keep what is on the left hand side. You keep this 13 over 4. You change the division sign to multiplication. Then you turn what is on the right hand side upside down. So the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. I hope that is clear. So you keep what is on the left hand side, 13 divided by 4. Then you change the division sign to multiplication. Then you turn what is on the right hand side upside down. So the numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator, as we have here. So from here we can proceed like we are doing multiplication. So we check and see if there are common factors. Now you can see from here that there are no common factors. So we multiply them straight away. We can't cancel anything out because there are no common factors to use for the cancellation. So we multiply 13 by 3, then we multiply 4 by 7. We know that that is going to give us 39 over 28. Now this is an example of an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So you convert this to mixed numbers or mixed fractions, which will give us 1 whole number 11 over 28. Let's pick the next example. We have 2 over 5 divided by 4. Now we can see from here that we have a fraction dividing a whole number. You follow the same principle as you have been doing. Now remember that 4, when you have this number 4 is the same as 4 divided by 1. Because 4 divided by 1 will give us 4. So because you are working in fractions, we are going to change 4 to 4 divided by 1. So 2 divided by 5. 2 over 5 divided by 4 is the same as 2 over 5 divided by 4 over 1. Because 4 over 1 is 4. So you haven't changed anything. Now you follow the same principles for division. Keep what is on the left hand side, which is 2 over 5. Change the division sign to multiplication. Then turn this upside down. So if you are turning this upside down, 1 becomes the numerator, then 4 becomes the denominator. So if you turn this upside down, 1 becomes the numerator, 4 becomes the denominator. So we check and see if there are common factors. Yes, there are common factors. 2 can cancel itself 1 and cancel 4 2 times. So this time we have 1 over 5 times 1 over 4 is now 2 because we've cancelled it out. You multiply the numerator and the numerator, so 1 times 1, that will give us 1 times 1 will give us 1, then 5 times 2, which will give us 10. This is a proper fraction, so we will leave our answer in that form. We take the last example, 6 divided by 1 over 3. So we use the same principle. Keep what is on the left hand side. What is on the left hand side is 6. Change the division sign to multiplication. Then turn what you have here upside down. So you do it upside down. So you are going to have 1 over 3. Then if you are turning that upside down, that is, you are reciprocating it. 3 will be the numerator now, 1 will be the denominator now. So 3 divided by 1 is the same as 3. So you are going to have 6 times 3, which will give us 18. Thank you so much for watching this video on multiplication and division of fractions. Take more examples and follow the same principles that we have used in this video. See you in the next video, where we are going to take questions that involves more than one operation. So in a question, we are going to have either addition, subtraction, multiplication or division in the same question, or more than one of these operations in the same question. Bye bye.